So hello everyone, welcome to the session. This is covering dynamic CE and automated marketing within the product. We're going to cover off who FormusPro are, which includes an introduction of myself. What we're talking about today, as I said, is Dynamics Customer Engagement, which is a Microsoft offered sales and marketing product. We're partnered with a company called ClickDimension, who have got an offering called the PowerPack, and we're going to talk about that. Then we'll have a look at security and privacy, which is quite important for everyone at the moment. Reporting, talking a little bit about pricing at the end, and then any next steps. And we've got some time at the end for question and answers for myself or the team, if anyone needs to. So FormusPro, we're a certified Microsoft solutions partner. So on behalf of Microsoft, we deliver their Dynamics 365 product stack. We're a leading digital transformation partner. We specialise in working for not-for-profit organisations, membership organisations, local government, but we work across all verticals: sales, commercial, charity, higher education, anything. And that's because of how customisable and configurable the product that we offer is. We specialise in affordable solutions, part of which we're covering off today. As an aside, we're celebrating our 12th birthday next month. And for those of you here, of course, we're a Herefordshire-based company, and our head office is right here in the Shell. I'm Matthew Hockaday. I am the Dynamics CE Practice Lead at FormusPro. I've got 12 years experience in Dynamics and around 16 in consultancy, aging myself a little bit there. It's my anniversary at FormusPro, so I've been here 6 years on Monday. When I joined, I think we were a team of 5, and we're now up to over 60 employees, so we've had some considerable growth. And my experience in Dynamics from day one was 0. Made my way through sort of consultant, functional, learn a bit of development, became solution architect, and around now practice lead. And I've delivered Dynamics implementations across all of the verticals we've already mentioned, finance and so on. So Dynamics CE, what is it? It's a product offered by Microsoft. Originally, it was branded as a CRM system, but it has changed quite a lot now. And customer engagement encompasses both sales, customer service, but also offers add-ons like field service, project automation, and is backed up by the Power Platform. So lots of ability to automate and customize the system without having to write a single line of code, which Microsoft are really keen to push. At the core of the product, as with any sort of CRM or customer system, we've got accounts, which are companies or organizations. We've got contacts, so that's the people who work for those, and the people we're typically contacting. And the concept of activities, so this is all the ways that we are communicating with them. So phone calls, maybe just tasks for ourselves, appointments we might make, of course, incoming and outgoing email, and so on. Being a Microsoft product, it's tightly integrated with Office and Outlook, so we can leverage Word and Excel for exports and edits. And obviously, emails coming in and out of our inboxes, be they shared or personal, we can sync with Dynamics along with appointments and tasks. So we can carry on working as a salesperson, perhaps in Outlook, but have that data flowing through to a CRM to give anyone using that system, our marketeers, for example, a single version of truth, 360 of the customer. Off the shelf, Microsoft ship it if you license for sales, for example, with their interpretation of the basic sales process. So that's lead to opportunity, which you subsidise with product information, and it enables you to generate quotes, orders, all the way through to invoice. Where we typically get involved is customising that to fit each company, because everyone runs their sales process differently. And of course, integration to automation. When we generate an invoice in the system, let's send it out to the customer. Maybe we want to hand off to a finance system, and again, everyone uses different systems, so we need integration there to as we said before, it's backed up by the Power Platform, which enables us to configure the automation very easily. That might just be sending out single emails, thanks for getting in contact, we'll be in touch soon, all the way through to moving us through the sales process automatically, assigning leads or opportunities to salespeople based on region, based on postcode. And a lot of that involves partners like ourselves to help you with little to no experience of customising the system, get started by training, and give you the power to configure the system for yourselves. A lot of ways that is done is using other tool sets that exist, and we call those accelerators. So rather than doing the same thing that 10 other people have done before, the company can give us an accelerator, which is a good start for 10, one of which we'll talk about today. And that is the ClickDimensions offering. Now, ClickDimensions started out as purely a marketing solution for Dynamics, providing marketing automation. And the nice thing about that solution is it's natively integrated with Dynamics. So it's a single system, single use, and it's just additional screens into the Dynamics platform to use their tools. The PowerPack they're offering now is extending the automation to include the end-to-end. So it's sales and engagement as well. And we'll go through that product today. And there will be a little demonstration recorded by James, one of the ClickDimension channel managers as part of that. So this is their all-in-one solution. 3 pillars, as we said, is CRM, marketing automation, and sales engagement. So why the PowerPack? ClickDimension have positioned themselves for the SMB market. So Dynamics can be pricey. It's targeting medium to enterprise level businesses from Microsoft's perspective. But partners like ourselves and like ClickDimensions can provide services for smaller businesses just by being simple, customizing it, configuring it, trying to use as little development as possible and deliver value. The PowerPack itself is there to simplify business process. As we've already said, it is an accelerator. It's there to help with the start for 10, customize your sales and assist you in your marketing tactics. It includes loads of automation to allow customer data to flow intelligently between the sales and marketing teams, which they tend to be a breakdown. It's got a tool set in there for automating segmentation. So the user defines the query, and people drop in and out of that automatically, which is really nice. So it means you haven't got to keep revisiting those queries and keep generating new lists of people to target, all controlled by the user. And these 3 pillars all work together very nicely, helping you execute. So the automation parts, obviously we've got inbound marketing, also automating by creating leads for us. So it's not just incoming emails, it's people attending events, but we can also generate web tracking scripts, which when someone then gives us their details can sign up their browsing history if we've got those tracking scripts on our website. So we can see they visited our website 10 times, they looked at these specific pages, and then when they either filled out a form or sent us an email, we've got their full journey and experience with us before we knew who they were. Landing pages and form capture, so it might be a contact us form on your website, we can use that to capture their information and automatically, of course, create a lead and assign it based on the form or the information they're filling out in that form, assign it to the relevant person or team in the business. Account-based marketing, we can set up groups, targeted lists, and we can use multi-channel going out to them. So the system can automatically assign those accounts to those channels. When we're contacting back out to them, again, multi-channel, so we can email, we can SMS, we can use socials, we can link them off to additional web forms, or we can invite them to relevant events. And again, we can automate that once we've got a good profile of that account, we can direct them. And the system's going to assist us in doing that because it knows what was a successful engagement before, and it will suggest those as the next activity for those accounts. And because it's all automated and it's all embedded in a single product, there's no separation between sales and marketing. The data is not siloed, processes aren't siloed, and it all fits together. So how it works for SMBs. So again, we've mentioned it, it's the automation and classification of leads to make sure that we're spending time on ones that are valuable to us, and we're not wasting time on those which maybe they reached out once, didn't give us a lot of information, even though they sit in the same lead pot within that CRM system. We can compare actual versus expected So that's closure rates based on engagement levels. The system will pass leads back and forth between marketing and sales based on the account's preference. So it may be that they say they're interested, just not yet. Typically, in my experience in the CRM, those leads get lost with sales saying they're not interested yet, so we're going to ignore it for now. Marketing have already passed them off the sales, so they think they're done with them. This system will bounce them back and forth by automating that relationship between both sales and marketing. And the system will give us nice statistics about success rates for different levels of engagement, so we can tailor it to our audience. So now we've got a nice demonstration from James.
Hi there, Jamie Drysdale here from ClickDimensions. I'm the channel lead for the UK, Ireland and South Africa. You may or may not have heard of a new solution that we have brought to market called PowerPack. Now, PowerPack really fits the needs and requirements of the SMB market who are looking for a sales, CRM and marketing solution. Currently, as it stands, Microsoft have really steered away and are focusing predominantly in the mid-market to the enterprise space, leaving a real opportunity for organizations like ourselves to work with partners like you on filling that need and gap of requirement. What I want to do is go through exactly what ClickDimensions PowerPack is all about and just give you some insight into the capabilities of the product. ClickDimensions PowerPack is a 2 applications sitting on the Power Platform. It is one marketing automation solution and one sales and CRM. As part of the marketing automation solution, we still have segmentation. That means that based on the contact or the account record, we're able to segment the audience accordingly, being able to create custom fields and pull through custom fields, enabling you to customers to be able to create their own custom marketing lists dynamically. Once we've got that marketing list, we can then start looking at creating different ways of communicating. Now, ClickDimensions isn't just an email creation only solution. It really is forms, surveys, social media, web tracking, and full campaign automation. When it comes to templates and a lot of the engagement around social and in regards to forms and surveys, we have predominantly focused our attention towards drag and drop. The reason for this is because it accommodates the SMB market. It's simple. The SMB market wants something in terms of their maturity level from both from CRM sales and marketing aspect, something that can do everything for them, something that can help them expand and grow their organization. And that is exactly what PowerPack is designed to do. Once again, on the right-hand side, as you can see, it is a drag and drop aspect. You can add columns, you can include images, social links, absolutely anything at all, and create a branded script so it ensures that it is suited for that particular organization. We do have global styles included and HTML options as well. We've also got a new and updated form and survey builder, which looks absolutely fantastic. It's far more up to date in terms of what we can now offer. As far as the form builder, it's drag and drop. You have all of your form designs on the left-hand side here, with on the right-hand side, inputting all your right data. We still have kept the same key features such as form logic and being able to create call to actions. For example, if someone fills out that form, a call to action would be, let's include an email sent and also allocating it to an individual representative instead of it having to be manually done for someone going in and manually picking out individuals to follow up on. We've also got the campaign automation feature as well, which, as everyone knows, is predominantly the reason why organizations invest in ClickDimensions and in marketing automation tools in general. What campaign automation does, it enables organizations to be able to create predetermined journeys for customers and enabling marketing sequences along the way. In this particular instance, someone's hit a certain segmentation. So using that profile we used earlier, we're able to start hyper-personalizing marketing lists, enabling a marketing trigger, and as a result of that, getting added to a sales list. You've got so many other options. It could be the fact that someone has someone has gone onto the website or filled out a form. Anything can be that trigger to enable engagement with sales. So that's the marketing aspect done. So we're now going to move on to sales and CRM. Someone has now filled out the form. This is now down to the sales representative to now engage with that particular individual. What we have is a list on a button here, and that is your handoff to sales marketing list that we saw as the outcome of the marketing campaign automation flow shown earlier. With this, you're able to pull through all of the accounts, all the contacts that have then filled out their details or hit a certain segment. Once you've done that, you can then assign it to an individual. Once that individual has been assigned, you now want to start focusing on what that sequence engagement looks like. Because we know that they've either filled out a form or they are for certain segments, you can then start hyper-personalizing and tailoring what that one-to-one interaction needs to look like. With sales engagement, you can enable automated emails, manual emails, phone calls, LinkedIn, generic tasks to ensure that engagement with customers stays consistent. Once you've done that, you're then able to go through those sequences. First example might be that they've sent an email, they've then responded to that email to say, yes, we are interested in knowing more. Fantastic. What you can then do is go into your activities and close out those activities. We've had the phone call, we've sent the email, we know that there is an interest. We've got three options. You can either continue the sequence, so the different outcomes that we can have on here, this can all be tailored. We can say that we've left a voicemail or appointment scheduled, for example. The options there is we can end the sequence at that point. You can either say interested not now, not interested, unresponsive, or invalid. If we say interested, we can then create an opportunity. This is where we get into the CRM piece, the CRM aspect. What we can also do now, though, is hand off back to marketing. So no, not every single marketing opportunity is lost once it gets sent to sales. Sales do have a habit, and forgive me, everyone that's in sales, but if we receive a lead from marketing and the prospect says that they are interested, but not 6 months or until 9 months down the line, there's a good chance and good probability that that gets lost in the pipeline. What we're able to do, instead of relying on a salesperson having to manually reach out to every single one of those people, is actually hand it off back to marketing and include a new marketing sequence that drives that consistent engagement back into those original leads that have been nurtured by marketing. Once we've now done that, so we've now created, so we've now enabled either a follow-up call to action. We can then either create an opportunity. I just wanted to show you what the opportunity also looks like as well. This is very simple. Once again, guys, it really is the basic in terms of opportunity, timeline, what impacts are involved, the currency as well, price lists. We've got so much actually that can be tailored to the customer's needs and requirements. But once again, it's keeping it simple. It's not overcomplicating the customer's sales cycle. We've got timelines, products, buying group, and velocities, understanding how long a opportunity has actually stayed in a certain stage in that life cycle. You can also include word template fields as well, which ultimately ensures that you can include text for terms and conditions and contracts. And what I wanted to finally demonstrate as well, outside of seeing what an opportunity and what a contact and account looks like, it's very much similar to what we all know and love within dynamic sales. But we've also got finally is the competitor analysis as well. Including competitor analysis in opportunities ensures that organizations are fully aware about the strengths and weaknesses against winning or not winning that opportunity. If we understand the solutions for you, if we're coming up against solutions for you, we can understand exactly what the details are about them, what the opportunities are that they're involved in, and how do they actually stack up against other opportunities? How were they strong? How were we strong? You can understand exactly what stage they're at and what date they closed as well, who was part of that owner and what the total value was. So hopefully that was of good value and understanding what PowerPack is all about. We're ultimately looking to work with organizations and partners that work in the dynamic space already, that have that expertise in CRM, sales, and to some degree marketing as well. But ultimately, as an organization that is 100% native to Dynamics, always have been, and predominantly working in the channel, if 95% of the work we've done is work with the channel, we want to work with you. So please let us know if you can contact your account representative or fill out a form on our website. We'll be more than happy to reach back out and understand how we can work with you. Many thanks.
So that's the ClickDimension's PowerPack, seeing some of the functionality and how it integrates into the existing Dynamics solution. Some of the things to cover off then, which are really important, security and privacy. So because it's based on the Dynamics platform, Dynamics CE implements the concept of role-based access control. So we can limit what people can do and also what people can see. We can do that at record level or even field level. So we can say, you know, these people can see X, Y, and Z, but they can't see the financial or credit card details for our customers, whereas someone in finance can see all the information. ClickDimensions, as a partner of FormusPro, of course, both comply with data protection and are GDPR compliant. The system adheres and manages contact preferences and subscription management, so it assists you in that. It's the ability for people, of course, receiving a marketing email to click and subscribe, and they can even subscribe all or select the kind of subscriptions and preferences that they want to stay in contact with your business for, and the system will help you. And anything that they click and subscribe automatically syncs with the CRM system. So automation around there, meaning we're not going to accidentally send someone something that they opted out of. And the PowerPack itself is hosted on Azure, meaning along with Dynamics, it's Microsoft hosted and subject to all the sort of cloud security that Microsoft offer, as well as all the uptime. Reporting. So out of the box, Dynamics comes with dashboards. It comes with sales pipeline, for example, if you opt for the sales option. It comes with a lot of views and charts. Configured already to try and assist the users. So we've got views of my sales versus all sales. You can quickly see what you need to work on. All the views, the charts and the dashboards adhere to security roles and permissions that you've already configured. The PowerPack product as well comes preloaded with dashboards. You saw some of them on the demo there. So you know, what's most important, what do I need to do next? And it's driving workflow. So the users aren't having to search around for stuff that they need to action immediately. However, that's only what you get out of the box, and of course, being a Microsoft product and being based on Dataverse, you can leverage some of the other Power Platform features, one of which being Power BI. If you're not aware, this is a really useful real-time analytics and data unification tool. It's a live reporting tool, and because it's based off Dataverse, you can report Dynamics data and anything else you do into Dataverse. So we'll also using Business Central, for example, you can start managing live accounts or sales information with the marketing information as well. The alternative for more complex or point-in-time reporting is SSRS, which is SQL Server Reporting Services. So there you can do complex analysis and calculations, and they're more for kind of end-of-month reporting or giving very specific analysis at a point in time. So on to pricing. So in order to get the PowerPack itself, that's licensed separately. You can see there it's in dollars, so it's $1,099 per calendar month, which is billed annually. Roughly, based on today's exchange rate, that would be $10,000 annually, giving you, of course, the CRM PowerPack build they've done, all of the marketing automation, with some of the social platform integration in there, and it comes with 150,000 marketing emails included in that base license. If you send more than 150,000 emails annually, there are add-ons you can purchase as well. In order to use the product from ClickDimensions, you would need a PowerApps license. So that's a per user license, which is offered by Microsoft at £16.40 per user per month. Of course, there's going to be implementation and/or support when you go through a partner with a customer will assist you with any of those, with those add-on bundles as well. Typically, projects, depending on the complexity and the number of requirements users have, they run in a much wider band, whereas the PowerPack can be configured relatively simply for your solution, and the licensing are quite expensive for the amount of automation you can get. So next steps, if you've liked or anything you've seen, I would suggest getting in contact with FormusPro, so email us or call us, and we'll arrange a discovery call. You can do an assessment on what you need. Right for you, is it more of a classic Dynamics CD sales? Do you have customer service requirements? Do you have finance we can integrate with and automate with? Best fit for your company, your size, your requirement. Then, of course, if you make a choice and go ahead, there's the implementation and development phase, during which we do system testing. We'll also assist with training and invite you to do user acceptance testing to make sure the solution is the right fit for you. Then there's the go live, so ready to start using the system, ready to start sending out those automated marketing, generating new segments. That's not where we just hand off as well, so we're happy to support you beyond there and assist in BAU. And as I said there on the slide, BAU is just the beginning. A lot of people, they get one team on board and they want to make use of the wider product suite that CE offers. So get customer service team on board and maybe implement field service, integrate some of the business systems that you're already using to reduce on that main end for double data entry. So that's all we had for our presentation today. We're available for questions. There's myself, practice lead, and we've got James at the back there if you've got any specific marketing questions. And then they're both end users of Dynamics and ClickDimension as well. So if you've got any quite specific questions, we can ask them.
I've got some questions.
Wonderful.
I'll jump into it, right?
Yeah.
In terms of if you've already got a CRM and a database,
yeah,
or if you haven't got a CRM, you've got maybe a spreadsheet of X amount of names, how do you do it? Is it just a case of drop in and drag and drop into system and sorts out for you? Or
yeah, so if you've got a database or a database that isn't Dynamics and you want to get that data into Dynamics, then you can upload through the front end of the products. So you can upload a CSV or an Excel, and you can tell it, mapping this field goes in that field, this field goes there. So you can do that yourself front end, or we can make a more complex database mapping. We can do some transformation.
And equally, if you bought data from somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So most companies buy lists of leads and they just want to upload them so they then can start marketing to them.
How does the product attach to the website? Is it a program that runs in the background? You mentioned that you could click and see where the clicks go on the web pages.
Yes, it's simply a case of getting a tracking script, like Google Analytics. It's just a piece of script which you put on your website, and then that will send the information about people visiting, their IPs and so on to you, to ClickDimension as a product for use in monitoring and joining the dots later on down the line. In terms of the forms, the web forms that they host, you can either embed them on an existing website or host them with an iframe, or if you're just sending out a link, they can just be a sort of standalone web page that fires up based on all of the information syncs back to Dynamics.
Perfect. And then just obviously the £1,038 a month, isn't it, for the PowerPack? Is there like a PowerPack Lite? So if you're a small business that's just starting up, that hasn't got that funds available straight away, but actually you need a CRM, is it like a PowerPack Lite? Is there a gradual increase to it? Can you take some functionality out? How tangible is that? So
the PowerPack is the offering from ClickDimensions. What I would suggest, if that is already out of your price range, is to talk to FormusPro or another Microsoft partner and essentially give us your list of requirements. So off-the-shelf Dynamics, for sales, you could just be paying £16.40 a month user license. As long as you're prepared to use the off-the-shelf offering, you can start using their lead to opportunity process. You input some templates so you can generate quotes, orders, and invoices, and you're away. The cost then comes when you want to expand that, do some automation, do some integration.
Yeah.
And you can either do that through development or using Power Automate if you've got in-house skills, of course, the tool empowers you to do it yourself, or use a tool from third party, like mentions PowerPack, to add on this functionality.
Yeah, no, it's interesting because there is a cost to it, but then that is a person ultimate as well. So you're organising your marketing follow-ups. I'm a salesperson, salesperson. Yeah, like you say, a mild lead, kind of where's the hot lead? I want to go straight to that. So to have that ability to keep on top of the sales stuff.
Yeah. And I mean, obviously the whole purpose of any sort of CRM and marketing automation is to drive sales, make sure you're targeting the right ones, which gives you a much better chance of increasing that.
So a lot of people might spend $1,099 a month, bear in mind is in dollars. I think at current exchange that's £860, which may sound a lot, but then you can also, if you're paying for CRM, you can do away with that cost.
Yeah.
If you've got an email customer service you're using, you can do away with that cost. If you're then using any automation already, you can do away with that cost. It's an all-in-one solution. So you say, oh, a bit of automation, pay £100 may sound a lot, but it's an all-in-one. So it's a CRM, it's your marketing automation, it's your sales automation. It also then it can be integrated into your other systems if you want. Yeah. So it can connect up to finance, it can connect up to anything else. And then as you grow, if you then decide, actually, I'm getting a bit bigger and I need, I'm getting really successful, it's then a lot easier. One of the problems when investing in automation technology is you tend to shell out all this money and then you outgrow it and you need to then shell out a lot of money again. With ClickDimensions, because it's based on Microsoft technology, what you can do is use ClickDimensions for now, and then when you get to the right size, go, okay, I can now easily graduate up to Dynamics customer engagement, rather than just having to say, I've got to start from scratch again. It's a very graduated. So if you're talking about a one-man band that's just sending out sort of 5 or 6 emails a month, ClickDimensions probably isn't for you. But if you're looking to set up a 5-10 plus person business with £800 a month isn't all that much for your CRM, your marketing, your sales, full integration, and the automation to connect it all up. It actually, once you can figure it all in, becomes a lot more reasonable than it sounds looking at a screen.
Yeah, and you had that poster on, right? Is that where's that blue poster with the example?
I think I know that was he was creating an email before.
Yeah, so how much creation was, how do I word this? How much of that was AI and how much of that was the user? Did the system?
It's a click, drag and drop. So if you imagine Canva, it's similar to that. Yeah. So you'll drop an image here, you'll drop some text there, you'll highlight it, you'll change the text, and it does it for emails, it does it for web forms, it does it for
so then change formats for LinkedIn,
exactly,
email,
exactly,
Facebook, web page.
And if anybody's looking for a more in-depth view of ClickDimensions, we'd be happy to do a one-to-one where we actually load up ClickDimensions direct and say, we'll put it in one of our tenants and go, okay, have a play. So what are you trying to achieve? And we'll show, right, this is how you could build a one-off web page. This is how you could do an iframe form. This is how you could do an email. And it really is I don't like calling this stuff idiot-proof, but they really have made it idiot-proof. So it is just a click, drag, drop, change the font, change the text, embed it here, and they then do all the automation for you.
The product comes with a lot of templates as well, so that blue one on screen is just a layout that suggests you use, and so you choose that as a starter. Then you just replace all the dummy content with your images and your copy, and then you can set that as your brand template. I mean, you're not having to redo it, for the next campaign.
And you can schedule all that.
You can load up all your own colours, all your own fonts, all your own logos, create your own templates. You do that once and go and forward it always there for you.
Yeah. So it acts as a bit of a CMS as well for web copy and email copy.
Any other questions?
Yeah, just sort of talking out loud for myself. So yeah, I run a small business, 5 to 10 staff. So just in terms of my business operates a lot on word of mouth, repeat business over 20, 25 years, working with the same clients over and over and over again. Those clients, a lot of blue chip clients, we're still have longevity of working relationship with. And just in terms of immediately when I see 10 grand on the screen as a return of investment, it sounds like a lot of money to me as a small business, 10 grand a year to invest in marketing. Everything's relative, appreciate that. But just in terms of testimonials of small businesses that are onboarded with this stuff, and then seeing, because as I say, my business is based on repeat work generally, and word of mouth. So, for example, I wear so many hats as a business, as the company owner, but finance, admin, sales, I'm trying to do a bit of everything, and a design engineer. How does this simplify? So it's a bit of a long question, but I'm just trying to get my head around how a return on investment would work. I'm just, it looks interesting, but at the end of the day, I'm just seeing data on a screen. I'm always thinking about what the return on investment is, and whether you've got any sort of examples from small companies that have got testimonials to say, well, we invested in this, and yes, it's a 10 grand lump of money, but on the back of it, we had 200 grand's worth more sales in the first 12 months using it. I don't know, is that the sort of
Yeah, I'm
question?
sure we can get some information. We've got several customers of ours who like users of ClickDimensions.
Yes. Yeah, because I say we're small, so we're a small business, and unfortunately, for example, the whole piece, whether it's your website, your social media, mine's all very much out of date. It gets updated every 4 or 5 years and then gets forgotten about. So the whole piece, does it encompass other areas? Because if you're having to, I don't have a CMR, did you call it? CRM, I certainly don't have one of those. So it's all new to me. So
If I may, Matt?
Yeah.
So you obviously a word of mouth kind of business going for 20 years. I'm not here to criticise that at all. That's fantastic to do that. And to be honest, that's how FormusPro grew, from word of mouth and recommendations. The problem with that is you also need to nurture your customers. And I know these are horrible sort of marketing words like engagement and nurture, but people's loyalty isn't there like it used to be 20 years ago. They will just jump on Google and find the cheapest person. And when it comes to a marketing pipeline, which is why I'm sat in this room even with talking about horrible man flu, which is why I'm sounding so strange, it's when it comes to sort of customer engagement, it's that you have to be in their minds constantly. So it might not be that you're selling to them now, it might not be that they want to buy anything from you now, but if you're in their heads constantly, when the time comes for them to buy, you're the first person and the only person they think of. And that's where the integrations with your emails come from. And it can just be as simple as, hi, we've not heard from you for a while, how's things going? But it also then links up with their social media, with their clicks to their website. So in terms of a marketing pipeline, you can be talking to them all the time, sending them from LinkedIn or Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or TikTok or wherever you want, from there to your website. You've already got their contact details, they're constantly seeing you, but the point is you know what they're doing, and the automation then kicks in, because there's so much information these days with so many different touch points with customers, you can't track it. You almost need an AI to go, look, not being funny, but this guy's been on your website 9 times, he's gone to a contact form, filled it out and then not completed it 4 times, he keeps going to this product page, and you're not speaking to him. Why not? At that point, you need an AI to ping up and go, sales, why aren't you speaking to this person? And that's what these automation tools are for. So whilst I appreciate you saying it's a lot, and we can't give you any direct testimonials for this because the PowerPack's only actually about 6 months old. So I'm sure there are customers out there and we will send you those through. Also happy to get Jamie in the room and have a sort of conversation with him. But it's having a CRM, so you've got one solid database of your customers. And I'd imagine over 20 years, you've got an Excel spreadsheet here with your customers, an Excel spreadsheet there with your customers. And it's quite often known as data siloing. But the problem is your finance team could have a bunch of customers that are really loyal that your sales team knows nothing about. And they're like, oh, I'm going to sell to this. There's no point selling to them. Whereas your marketing team could have, oh, these guys are really interested, that your sales team aren't getting in touch with because they don't know anything about them. Once it's all in one CRM, which is basically just a great big, fancy word for a great big database with all your customer details, it's their names, their emails, their telephone addresses, With an automation tool like this, the CRM also includes everything they're doing about your business. So it's a name, an email, and then this is how many times they've been on your website, this is how many customer forms they've been in, this is how many times they've liked you on Twitter. You then have a much more, I hate the word holistic, but you have a much more holistic view of who's doing what, and you can then direct your marketing efforts in one way and your sales team in the other. So it's less about the sort of like 10 grand up front, it's more about uniting it all in one go and saying, now I can spend my efforts in the right place.
What's the advantage of that though, over, so even smaller than them we are, so what's the advantage? For me, I'm just getting to the point where I'm setting up CRM and setting up on HubSpot.
Yes.
Obviously that's free.
Yes.
And then you pay for add-ons.
You do.
Sounds like, to be honest, that's the way that suits that solution.
I'm not going to try and persuade anyone not to use HubSpot. It's a fantastic piece of kit, especially the free version. I've used it myself. The point is these things come in levels and stages. Yeah. So if you're literally just setting up your business, you've got 50 clients maybe, or 50 prospects, 50 leads, and you only need to send 100 emails a month, 10 grand a year probably is going to be too much for you. There are free tools out there that will do that. When you get to a bigger size though, you need that level of automation where you can track their website visits, you can track how many times they're seeing you on social. At 50, it's overkill. When you start getting into the thousands, that's where you need a tool like this, because you're not going to be able to track them all yourself. So for yourself, I might say HubSpot is a great place. For yourself, I think we should absolutely be showing you more benefits of ClickDimensions and exactly where it could be. But it's just that level in the business. And it might be that we want to talk to you again in 12 or 24 months and say, look, you're probably here now, this is what you need, because having that level of automation, it's one of those ones, until you've had it, you really don't know what it can do. And then once you've got it, you don't understand how you ever did without it.
Good stuff.